virtual shopping. And that's very popular right now during the pandemic, but we usually just shop in Shopee, Lazada. This time around though, we were able to go to Japan, sort of, and do shopping thanks to
Buy&Ship.
Yes, and that's exactly what we want to share with you guys, how to use Buy&Ship, because it's really affordable. But before we do so, we would also like to share with you the result of our shopping trip to Japan. Let's go!
Let's go.
Okay, so the very first thing that you will have to do for Buy&Ship is you have to create your own account. Now that's a fairly easy thing to do, so I'm no longer going to go through that. The very first thing that you have to look at is after creating an account is the overseas warehouse addresses, so that you can see which countries you can order from. So as you can see, these are the countries that you can send your packages to: US, UK, Japan, Korea, China, Taiwan, Australia, Italy, Thailand, Indonesia, Canada, and Hong Kong. Now, this is the address that you will input to whatever shopping site that you go to. So, for example, if I'm using Amazon US, this is the address that I will be using there. On an important note, I blocked it out, but usually your first name will be whatever your first name is, but your last name will be a string of letters. Make sure that you follow this, because this will be the way for Buy&Ship to identify your package. So the next thing that you will do once you've ordered your item is to declare your item. Now this is only possible if you're given a tracking number by your seller. So the first thing that you will do is click here to add a new shipment. And then next, this is what will come out, and then you'll have to pick which warehouse you set the item to, which courier the seller used, and what the tracking number is. And then you have to put the item details down below before you add it to your list. Now, if you don't have a tracking number, you'll just have to wait for Buy&Ship to receive your package, and only then can you declare your item. Once that's done, it's now going to be the waiting game. So as you can see here, there's going to be a list of declared items, the one that you've reported. They will say if it has arrived at their overseas warehouse, which is, for example, if you ordered in the US, it will arrive in their US warehouse. Next, they will send it out from their overseas warehouse to their Hong Kong warehouse. Now this will take different time periods depending on where you bought the item from. So for example, we bought some from the US and it took around 1 week or so, while when we bought something in Japan, it only took us 3 to 4 days. Now once it's arrived at the Hong Kong warehouse, this is where the magic happens. So as you can see, here are all our shipments in the Hong Kong warehouse. So far we have 6 items. Now once it arrives in the Hong Kong warehouse, they will give you the weight of each item. The pricing for Buy&Ship is that it's 620 pesos for the first pound and 380 pesos for the succeeding pounds. In our case, we have a little bit of a problem because the total weight of all of our shipments is at 10.5. So we're hoping that one of the shipments that are coming in will be around 0.5, just so we can have a nice round number. So once you've consolidated your order, the next step will be just to wait for it. And now, while waiting, you can go to the order page and you can see usually they do give you a tracking number. It's going to be under packed for delivery. You can check it from time to time. In our experience, it takes around 4 to 7 days for the package to arrive to us. And there you go. Okay, so you can see it's really easy to use Buy&Ship as a forwarding service. Wasn't it okay. At the same time, it's one of the more affordable options out there. And actually, personally, I've used two international forwarding services and I've never used them again because they're just a little bit too expensive for me.
Yeah, it's because they use all the metric weight instead of the actual weight of the product.
Yes. But thanks to Buy&Ship, I can see myself going on more shopping trips in Japan and maybe elsewhere.
Like Italy,
UK,
Indonesia,
US,
Taiwan.
and so much more. And maybe in our next unboxing video, we will show you what else we can find in other countries. Until then, this is John.
Is there?
Bye!